All right. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let's see. Oh, you can hear me. Hold on. Okay, wait. I want to know if you guys can hear this because I was really jamming out for a second and I wanted to make sure you guys could just that that was outrageous. Oh, that's why. Can you guys hear me with the music too? Like, oh, I think I gotta play it on something else. Okay, I feel you. Okay. No, I was really feeling this indie pop music, and now I'm just realizing I'm not gonna be able to play it. Oh, but anyway, it's okay. It doesn't matter. It's my birthday. Da, 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 da. It's my birthday. 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 Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Yes, I got on here just to say happy birthday to me. But more importantly, I got on here to say happy birthday to me and to say what I've gone through this whole year. It's not like what I've gone through in a bad way. I'm saying like the experience, the age 28 was a journey. It was a great journey at that. And honestly, I'm like, as the years go on, as the years pro, I'm sorry, just continue, I just get so much more comfortable in my position and who I am in life. And that's the reason why I wanted to get on here and tell you guys this because when you are trying to become the person that you're trying to become, it might feel like a battle. It might feel like you are up against you and the world because the world really wants you to stay the same. The world will be comfortable if you did not change. And you changing, becoming a better version of yourself, or doing something that actually makes you happy is going to ruffle a few feathers. It's going to ruffle them. And that's okay. If they're getting ruffled, that's for a reason. Maybe they need to eat it up because they're hungry. They need to do something else besides watch you and try to focus on what you're doing with your life. What they need to do is do them while you're doing you because the more you grow and focus on yourself, the more that you blossom, the more that you become a radiant flower. And while you could possibly be a male, you don't have to be a radiant flower. You don't have to be a radiant flower. I'm telling you this. You can be solid as steel, unbreakable, immovable. Nobody will be able to touch you. See, these are the things that you obtain when you actually focus on yourself. And when you focus on yourself, you can actually put yourself in positions where you're around people who actually make you happy. You can actually finally start enjoying your life, doing the things that make you happy. You see, it's not always about you trying to fit in with other people or trying to find your space in society because yes, there's so many spaces, and while there are these many spaces, you can also use the opportunity that you have to find yourself. Sometimes we try out things just like we did when we were younger, and even if you are younger right now, because I'm today's my birthday and I'm not ashamed to say that I am 29 years old. What they say, 25, 25, 25, yeah, 20. She just keeps getting older but getting better. That's 25, and that's who I am right now. I honestly never had a problem with my age. Maybe I will when I get older, but I'm not there now. I'm not there yet, and I'm going to be humble because I will be there one day. But what I say is that, you don't have to care about what people in society are doing. So you find what space feels good to you. So, I've been in so many different environments, so many of them. I've tried to be so many different versions of myself, and sometimes we just need to figure out what version of ourselves works the best for us. And it's not that you have so many versions of yourself, it's the fact that you will always change throughout your life. They will always be your essence throughout life, continuing to grow, continuing to spread, right? So as you continue to build yourself up, there's going to be these past versions of yourself that are lingering in the past that are just like, okay, you I used to be you and I used to be you and I used to be you. But now in this present moment, there's a version of you that no longer resonates with who you used to be. And you want to know something? That's why I actually created a book. Da, 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 da. Yes, this is my grand opening, my grand entrance, my grand presentation of my new book. I'm not going to show you it yet because you have to tune in. I'm going to be dropping the links for you guys on my YouTube channel. So you have to catch the recap so that you can get the link to the book, the e-book, the e-book, the e-book. Yes, I know sometimes people they don't want to have these conversations one-on-one, but let me tell you what you get with this ebook. With my ebook, you get the opportunity to join a secret group just for us, just for people who want to be able to heal, but on a real level, not on a level that's shallow or surface level. It's people who actually want to take the time out of their life to overcome the things that they've been through so that they can unlock their fullest potential, because that's what really holds us back. It's the fact that we have so many things that are added up behind us. It's all of these things, and they're just sitting in our heads, trying to cloud our judgment. So, in order for us to fix these things, we have to be able to take a closer look into who we are, take a deeper dive, do introspection. And how is that going to be easy to do by yourself if you've never seen it done before? I know personally, I've gone through introspection by myself, and these moments will be hard. It's like you will sit there and be like, dang, is this the truth? Is this fake? Is this a lie? But all of a sudden, the truth ends up coming to you. And whether it feels good or not, it's going to be the truth. And you have to take what it is and move with it so that you can continue to grow, so you can continue to learn from the experience. So while you're going to be in this group, you're going to have a group of like minded individuals, like minded people with you who will be with you along your journey, and included me. You'll have your girl, Kas the Bestie, right there in the group with you, and I will be able to help you guys and also, chat with you guys so that we can have a solid community of our besties where nobody can really come in between what we have going on so that we can fully grow. Because a lot of the times it's difficult to grow when you have so much outside noise. And when I mean outside noise, I mean anything in life that can come to you and actually affect your attention. So these things can really look like anything, like your job, it could look like your family, it could look like your friends, it could look like your kids. It could be anything. It could be the fact that you're in a situation where it's not even for your greatest good. So we have to make sure that we are making time to invest in ourselves, making time to invest in the things that are going to benefit us in the future. And what's going to benefit you guys right now is actually taking the time to heal, actually taking the time to grow. And that's the reason why I get on here all the time. You guys can go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can go and like my TikTok, watch my reels. But when you get on here with me on Twitch, you really have that full, authentic, full version of me. You have me and my full energy, that energy that people don't get to see on a daily basis, because this is something that I provide for you guys so that you can understand the difference between when people are actually trying to help you and when people are trying to make money off of you and profit solely from you. You see, people will put out things and they want to get their money's worth. Obviously, this is the type of world we're living in. It's a capitalist society. But when you think about it, the real authentic truths come from the people who are honestly just straight giving it out to you. People will be giving you these things because they understand it costs nothing for you to actually be a good person. It costs nothing for you to actually give out free gems. It costs nothing for you to go out and do these things. But what it does cost is it costs time and energy. And that's the only thing to it. It's your time and your energy that you're putting into it. So if you're going to be actually buying something from somebody, you want to make sure that one, they put the time and the energy into it, and two, you want to make sure that if they are putting out the information, it's quality information. They're putting out something that's actually going to be of value to you. And if it's going to be of value, you'll be able to figure out in multiple different ways. Value is going to come to your life when you recognize, if one, if it's a liability or an asset. Realize if this is going to be something that solely takes from you, or if it's going to give to you. And if you are joining into my bestie group, I know that we focus on being intentional. So I would never want to have anybody join in because they are just going to be giving to me. It's not the purpose. The purpose is actually so that I can give you guys information. The only reason why I actually put a cost on these things is because I like to weed out who's serious and who's not. Because at the end of the day, when you really want to invest in yourself, you focus on what's important. You focus on what is true. You focus on what you want in your life. So if something's going to cost something to you, then it's going to be like, okay, is it worth it? Is it not? Well, I know that what I give to you is worth it because I come on here on my platforms. I come on here on TikTok. I come on there on Reels. I go on and I actually write this book for you guys. And within this book, you get more than just a book. You get a roadmap. You get help. You get somebody to sit with you while you're on your path. Because while you're walking your journey, it feels like it's difficult. It feels like it's going to take so much time. It feels like you're alone. It feels like you have to do it alone, but you don't. Healing is just a process that we all have to go through. Growing is a process that some people want to do, but not all people choose to do. And when you are going on that path, you are the one who is making that decision for yourself. So that's why I wanted to get on here and, let people know what Kas the Bestie has to offer. When I drop this book, you guys are going to be mind blown because it's raw, it's authentic, it's true, and it's not written by somebody who's just sitting there wanting to get money. This is actually a book that I know is going to help people. I know that it's going to help uplift people. It's going to help people become more insightful, have more wisdom into themselves, and also take the time to judge people in themselves less harshly. We're in a world where people very little give people grace. If you see all the things that are going on in the world, there's not a lot of people out there giving grace to people who actually deserve it. And then the people who don't deserve it were receiving extreme gaze. Ugh, extreme grace. Oh my goodness. But the reason why I say that is that was because we're in the journey of becoming into this new earth. We're going into this new timeline. We're going into this energy of we're going into a higher frequency here on earth. So now we're going to be able to experience the things that you really want if you're in the right frequency. If you're not in the right frequency, you might be thrown off. You might just be experiencing karma or instances where you just need to actually elevate so that you can go into that higher atmosphere, into that higher frequency. And people talk about frequency all the time as if it's like, oh, yeah, you just got to be happy. It's really not that. Your frequency is all dependent on how you move throughout the world. It's not about how happy you are, it's about what your energy actually tells about you. So if somebody's looking at you and they're saying that, or they're feeling that you're not in a good mood, or you are possibly insecure, because that's something that people pass around a lot around here is insecure, they will look at you and they will see that as your energy, that's your frequency. Sometimes people don't know they're giving off that frequency or that energy, and sometimes it's not even them. Sometimes it's a projection. So understanding the difference between that is very, very important, because if not, you will be stuck in this timeline of trying to figure out what is this, and what is that, and what is this. And you don't have to worry about any of that. That stuff is really besides the point. But when you understand and you have that knowledge in front of you, you have the ability to tap into that energy, or have the ability to even get that information told to you, it gives you an advantage that other people might not necessarily have, because they're not focused on what you're focused on. When you're focused on what's important to you, you tend to find what you're looking for. So that's why it's important to make sure what you're focused on is going to get you to what you want. have your focus on the prize and nothing else, because if not, you will get deterred. And yes, you can indulge in other things, and I'm not saying indulge it as an overindulge, as in, oh yeah, let me go and drink for 10 days straight. Like, no. I'm not talking about that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that you can actually live your life, be happy, after you are healed, or after you are healing, or after you are focused, you are getting your frequency higher. When you are healing, it actually reveals to you what is the problems, because sometimes you will go into situations where you will get extremely triggered. And when you get extremely triggered, that's just your body saying, hey, we found it. This is it right there. That is it right there. That's the thing right there. Ooh, let me open that up. Yeah, I bet it hurts. Dun, 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 dun. And then you're just like, what do I do? I'm upset. I'm angry. Like, like you have so many feelings about it, because it's something that you're holding within you. But once you're able to let it out, once you're able to be free, once you're able to heal, you'll be able to see, okay, it's not that I was angry about that situation. It's that that's something that I actually don't want to put up with in my reality. And my body's telling me that. But I'm subjecting myself to being in that position. So these are the things that I actually talk about inside of my book. And I'm actually so happy and so proud that I was able to get this out. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This whole book, downloads. It all came from downloads. And I was just straight tapped in for a long time. And I was like, God, like, just tell me what you want me to tell the people. Like, tell me what you want me to relay to the people. Because I'm like, I understand that when I'm out here doing my thing, everything I do is what I want to do. Okay. But God also guides me. He pushes me into the direction, or whether you want to say He or the Most High or source, whichever you want to say it is, regardless, it's all in how you want to perceive it. Your life is your life. Don't let anybody steer you in any type of direction. Know what's true to your soul and your heart, because at the end of the day, nobody's going to be living your life but you. So if you want to believe in this or you want to believe in that, that's honestly not my problem. I don't push religion, I don't push spirituality. All I push on people is knowing yourself. However, I do believe that it's very important for you to have a relationship with God, Source, the Most High, whichever you want to subscribe to. It's important for you to have that connection, because it's like you have to have a connection with self, and you also have to have a connection with God, because God is going to show you the path that's not what the other people want. It's like, when they say, oh, you live a worldly life or you live a godly life, right? Well, the only reason that you can actually say one is a godly life in contrast to the other is because there is a set of standards that people hold to it, right? So when you're saying that you live a godly life or a worldly life, when you look at the godly life, you can pay attention to what people say is godly life. But then within your soul, you will know what is true and what's godly to you. And it's not like, oh yeah, you're a God. You understand that you were made by God. You were made by the universe. And therefore, you have the same creation abilities as the universe. It's not that you can, yeah, abracadabra, but you can make some things shake. And that's why I feel like it's very important for us to really get deep into who we are, deep into the things that we've gone through in the past, the things that we've experienced, because it's so many things that happen in your life that you can actually look back and say, wow, this is a pattern. This is actually something that I have seen in multiple instances. This is something that is reoccurring, but I never understood, or I never paid attention to it, because I never really felt like there was a pattern or connection to any of these things. One thing I want to say is this, right? All throughout my life, I always, always, always had a strong connection with certain characters in certain like books or movies and things like that. So back when I was younger, I was obsessed with the Powerpuff Girls. Powerpuff Girls, but I was always Blossom in my story. Well, I also was obsessed with other different shows, right? I was always obsessed with the Avatar. I was always obsessed with what is it? Oh, that movie 13 going on 30. I was always obsessed with Cheetah Girls. And in every single scenario, every single movie I watched, every single show that I watched, I had a common theme. The theme was that I constantly wanted to be that authority, that powerful figure, not like somebody who is just in charge, but it was like through transformation, through growth, through like living life and actually learning, I became who I was. Just like the same as those characters. Those characters, they live their life and they actually recognize through their past who they really are. And that's how they actually became. Maybe not Blossom because, she was a Powerpuff Girl. She was created. But I'm saying in the other things. And even inside like Avatar and came back, he had to relearn everything. He had to figure out everything. He didn't know nothing about nothing. But he still was able to save the world. You see? Sometimes you have to you have to take into accountability the things that you've gone through, the things that you've learned already. Because those skills, those lessons that you've learned can all add up and bring you to who you are today. I would have never thought, actually, I can't even say that. Maybe back in 2029, 2020, 2019, I would have never thought I would have written a book. But one thing I can say is I knew when I was younger that I liked to write books because I used to always write books. I used to always write stories. And during those times, I just got into my imagination. I was always so creative. But through life, the circumstances changed. The circumstances stopped me from having the ability to express myself freely. It stopped me from actually being able to write and like feel comfortable doing that and feel like that's something that was cool to do. I felt like it was cooler to be outside with my friends. It was cooler to go to a party. It was cooler to be doing this and that instead of doing things that actually were interesting to me. And it got to the point where I actually was at a like stalemate with myself because even when I was dating, I couldn't even tell people what I like to do. And some people say that, like, oh, yeah, I don't even know what I like to do. But that's actually like a red flag. And that's a red flag that we have to recognize within ourselves. It's not that it's all a problem. Like, you don't know what you want to do, like to do with yourself, but it's the fact that you're so caught up with everything else in life that you forget to focus on what is important to you. So that's why I get on here because I think it's important. I think that the people who get on here with me think it's important. I feel like the people who catch me on the recap think it's important to know who they are, to know what they want out of life, and to know what makes them feel good so that they don't end up in situations that make them feel like they don't know who they are. And if you don't know who you are, it's just an opportunity for you to go out and find it. And I'm not saying go out and try the craziest things, but I'm saying do what feels good. Do something that sparks your soul. When you see something or somebody, or maybe you see a picture, sometimes things come to you simply just like that. Just on a video, you might see something that you like, and it's like, wow, I forgot that I used to like things like that. Oh, I forgot that I thought this was funny. Oh, I forgot that that's who I am. All you have to do is take the time, sit back, figure out who you are personally. Because people are going to try to tell you who you are. They're actually going to try to form who you are for you. And they're going to hope that you play that position. Well, if you don't play that position, they probably are going to not know what to do with their life after that. But that's not your problem to deal with. The fact that you escaped out of the situation, which is like being in binded, I'm sorry, in bound, what the heck? In bondage, being binded, being stuck to somebody. That's like, that is the situations people will try to put you in just so they can have your energy forever. And even if it's not having your energy forever, it could just be like leaning on you forever, being there for them forever because they want to have complete access. And you have to be somebody who is very, very cautious, but not, I'm sorry, not cautious. You have to be very, very intentional about who you are bringing your energy because that's what people are trying to do. They're trying to, yes, some people are out there actually trying to build, and you'll know that because you're putting yourself in situations where those people are around you. And if you find people who are not on that same type of energy as you, then you can actually see it because you won't be on that same energy. But they will try to bring you down to that energy so that you can match them, so that it will feel comfortable to you. And the more and more that you accept it, the more and more that you accept this behavior, then it starts to make it so that you are a part of it. It's like a binding moment, like bonding. It's like you guys are trauma bonded, stuck together. And then after that, you just are like, wow, how did I get here? And yeah, that's how you get stuck. Don't do it. You have to know yourself, because when you know yourself, you can get out of any situation. When you know yourself, you're able to overcome anything that comes at you. When you know yourself, you can do what makes you feel good. When you know yourself, you can do what feels right to you at any single given moment. But if you don't know yourself, that's when people can get you. So that's why I say it's important to know yourself, and it's important for you to have balance. So that's why you guys have to really get my high vibe survival guide, because this guide is really going to give you the footsteps. It's going to show you, it's going to give you just a walkthrough of how it felt for me to go through the process. In addition, the tips and tricks that I have for you to overcome things that are keeping you unbalanced. And these things, they can come in many different forms. That's why it's difficult for you to really be like, oh yeah, what, where is it coming from? Everything's always going to feel like it's coming from everywhere, because if you're not focused, or if you don't have the exact words to put on what is going on, then you just simply are in the dark. It's like moving without having the idea of where your footsteps are going. But this survival guide, it'll teach you how to find your footsteps, how to actually catch your solid ground, so that you don't have to feel like you're making a misstep, so that you don't feel like you are lost, so that you don't feel like anything in your life is not under your control. Because I'm saying this to you now, you can only control you. You can't control anybody else. You can't stop anybody from doing anything. But what you can do is you can control what? You. You can control who comes into your energy. And if you can't, then that's what needs to change. The fact that you cannot change, I'm sorry, the fact that you cannot control who comes in and out of your energy. Because if you're in a situation where your energy is being either taken advantage of, or it's being, your boundaries are being overstepped, then you have to be like, all right, this is my decision. Like, if this is going to happen because I'm in this person's energy, or I'm in this area, or I'm at this location, or I've whatever. If this is going to happen because of this, then this got to go. Sorry, that doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. That's all you have to do, because it's like it's all about what feels good to you. You, once you recognize that you actually have the ability, you have the authority, you actually deserve everything you want out of life. Oh, the ball game changes for you, darling. The ball game changes. You want to know why the ball game changes? The ball game changes because now you're aware of what's going on. You're aware of your value. So it's like, if you have $1 million, right? And I'm not saying it's about money, but I'm saying, say you got $1 million energy. If you got $1 million energy, people are going to want to be around you. You're probably not going to recognize this unless people told you. Unless you're a conventionally attractive person, a person that people have always said is you're beautiful, you're fine, or something like that, or you like, you've always gotten attention, you're always been popular. Unless that, you probably are not going to have the idea in your mind that you deserve everything, but you do. So when you understand that you deserve everything that you want out of your life, regardless of where you came from, then you're like, oh shoot, this doesn't work. This doesn't match what I feel inside. I'm here. Like, this doesn't match what I feel inside myself. So I can't live like this. It's like, I can't live like this. I can't do this. I can't. And eventually, it's either you're going to swing, you're going to sink or swim. It's like when they say, Darwinism, when they say survival of the fittest. It's the fact that you're either going to sink or swim in any given situation that you're presented with. And if you really want something, you will swim. If you want to live, you go and live. You're going to try to fight for it. You're going to at least work to keep yourself in a position where you can survive. Like, you're not going to succumb to your situation. You're not going to succumb to anything that's meant to keep you down. So that's why I say it's important. Like, you gonna have the opportunity to say, okay, am I gonna give up? Am I gonna settle for this? Am I going to keep on putting up with this? Or am I going to go and get what I want? Or am I going to go out there and go and be what I want? You either go and get what you want or you become what you want. Because it's either you're looking for something because you feel like something's missing, or you're looking to add so that you can build something new. These are the mindsets that are going to put you in that growth pattern. It's going to keep things flowing for you. It's going to keep your perspective up. It's going to keep you in this state of alchemy, of transmutation, making sure that that you know that the situation that you're going through right now is not going to be forever. You can literally go and take the steps that you need to take at any given moment to go and do what you need to do so that you can grow, so that you can become who you want to be at any time, and nobody's going to judge you for it. And I'm saying that because I'm not going to judge you for it. And so that means that if you feel like people are going to judge you for things, that's what you're going to get out of your reality. But if you focus on the fact that, one, people are themselves, you can't control them, and you're not worried about whether they're going to judge you, and that's not your focus, then your reality is going to more be focused on the things that you want, the things that you put your mind on. So if you say, okay, I'm going to focus on um fixing this part of myself, or healing this part of myself, or growing in this area, or learning how to do this for myself, then you are able to better achieve the things that you want to achieve. You're better I'm sorry, it's easier for you to grow, because then you have it in your head, okay, this is what I want, this is what I don't want. I'm not focusing on that. I'm focusing on this. Out of sight, out of mind. In my mind, as within, so without, as above, so below. Like, all of the above. I'm telling you, you'll be able to go and look through every single piece of your life eventually. It's just you have to take the time. You have to actually try, because life is not going to just be given to you. And if it is given to you, you're going to accept what people give you. And unless you have some type of privilege, you're not going to get what you're looking for. Unless you have that authority within yourself to go and go get what you want, you're not going to be able to get it. And sometimes you get what you want in different ways. You don't have to always get what you want in the same way as what you think it is going to be. For example, sometimes you might think that you getting like wealth is going to come in a way of money, but wealth also can come in knowledge, because when you have the knowledge to do something, then you're able to use that knowledge to obtain a monetary wealth. So using that information, it helps you put yourself in a different position than somebody who didn't have that knowledge. You taking the time to study, you taking the time to learn, understanding that nobody knows everything, but there's always something that you can learn from the next person so that you can grow, so that you can open up what you have within your horizons. That brings you to a space, excuse me, of balance. It brings you to a space of learning who you are, learning what's important to you, learning what feels good to you, because then you'll be able to make sound decisions. And that's very important. Making sound decisions, very underrated trait, because some people, many people, are not able to make sound decisions because their mindset is clouded. Their perception, their perspective is clouded. And sometimes it gets clouded by the people that we're around. It gets clouded from the situations you've been put in. It gets clouded by the life you've had to live before the moment you decided to make a change. So when you take the time to actually really grow, when you take the time to actually take a look at yourself and say, hey, maybe this is something that I'll be able to change, and so that I can get to a different position, then you'll be able to say, okay, everything that didn't work for a reason. And maybe it just didn't work because the people I was around, I shouldn't have been around. Or maybe the area I was in, I shouldn't have been there. Or something I was doing just wasn't working with what I was doing. Sometimes you just have to do trial and error. that you can't expect to always have the right answer, but you should expect to always try, because trying will get you to a result, right? Not trying will get you to nothing. That's the biggest thing. Trying will always get you to a answer. Not trying will always get you to nothing. And if you want something, you have to go out and go and get it. If you want, say, if you want to live a certain lifestyle. Now, while this is male or female, if you want to live a certain lifestyle, then you have to put yourself in the position to live that lifestyle. Now, A, you're either going to wait for somebody to come and give you that lifestyle, or B, you're going to go out and get it, right? So you can go out and get it by trying to have somebody give you that lifestyle, or you can go out and get it by putting in the work. Period. You put in the work, it'll come to you. But sometimes when you put in the work, it comes to you even like regardless. Sometimes when you put in the work, things come to you along the way that you would have never thought would have came to you, but because you've put in that work on yourself, you're actually in a new energy. You actually can manifest different things because you have that energy within yourself. You have that ability. But when you're in certain mindsets, when you're in a certain perception, when you're in a certain state of mind, then you cannot manifest the things that you want. If you really want to manifest the things that you want, you have to really focus on what you want, because otherwise you will get your mind cloudy. But I thank you guys. Oh my God. Thank you guys for tapping in with me at 1 in the morning. It was just one on the clock. So you know that we're over here manifesting, we're building. And another thing, but like I was saying, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. And if you've been with me on this journey, if you're tapping in with me right now, or if you're tapping with me on the recap and you want to show me some love for my birthday, I have Venmo. It's Kas the Bestie. If you want to zone me, it's kastthebestie at gmail.com, Bookie. But other than that, I thank you guys just simply for watching me, for being like one of my subscribers, being one of my followers, being people who actually care about what I'm speaking about, and actually somebody who wants to heal for yourself, for your own life, because I feel like it's truly important to me. And anybody who's in my life, I know that happiness is truly important to them as well. So thank you guys so much for tapping in with me. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Yeah, yeah. Hold on, let me play the song. Yeah, because I'm not trying to get banned. I'm not trying to get kicked off Twitch. I'm not trying to do this. I'm not trying to get kicked off Twitch. I'm just trying to play music because I'm not trying to be bored. And I know you not trying to be bored either. So we're going on board. Yeah, we're jumping to the vibes. Yeah, we sitting by side. All of our besties. Yeah, can you come on? Let's get with me. Yeah. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Yeah, it's my birthday. Yeah, it's my birthday. You guys like my birthday song? The vibes are always high here. The vibes is always lit here. The energy is always real. It's always authentic. It's real vibes over here. You cannot fake true authenticity. You cannot fake being real. You cannot fake being yourself. You can only try as hard as you can. You can only try and do what you want. I'm sorry, you can only try to do what you want. But when you really got that energy within you, and that's something that you have to truly tap in sometimes too. You have to truly tap into the fact that you have that energy within yourself to be everything that you want to be, regardless of what anybody thinks about you. There's nobody on this world can tell you who you are. And I'm telling you that because I'm me. And nobody tells me who I am, so I know that nobody can tell you who you are. Ah, you see that? You see that? You see that? We speaking things into existence. We letting things be known. You know that, and I know that. If we're here right now, then you're really tapped in. You're really locked in. You really want what you want out of life, and you're really ready to go get it. So when you wake up in the morning, besties, when you wake up in the morning, head over to kastthebestie.com. And when you head over to kastthebestie.com, you'll be able to purchase my ebook. dropping specifically for my birthday because this is just an amazing day. This is a monumental day for me. I'm 29 years old. I've grown a lot. I've gone through a lot of experiences. I became a version of me that myself and others never expected me to be. I'm very articulate. I'm very intelligent. I'm very much in tune with who I am. And that's something that it took me time to recognize that it was okay to be. So that's why I'm over here in the space, in the zone, in the energy that truly feels right to me. Because this is what my authentic energy does. This is what my authentic energy puts me in the space of and puts me in the energy of I can do anything that I feel like is going to put me on my highest path. And this is aligned with who I am. Me doing this right now is a part of who I am in my soul. Like I'm telling you, when I talk to you guys on here, when I get on TikTok, when I speak, when I get messages, when I let you guys know what I'm saying, this is a part of my soul's purpose. It's a part of me growing. It's a part of who I am because I was always meant to get on here. I was always meant to do what I'm doing here today because what I have to say is important. Because what I've done in life and what I've gone through and what I've grown from is meant to be heard so that people who don't have the same opportunities as I didn't have can do the same so that I can walk in a path so that other people can see, oh my God, there is another way for me. It's not only the same way as everybody else. I don't only have to fit in the status quo. Yes, you can do what's important to you. Yes, you can do what's right to you. Yes, I give you that permission. See, people tried to say that what you doing what's right to you is kind of crazy. Huh. It's crazy because they've never tried it. They never tried to do anything to make themselves happy. Other people who have have been, or I'm sorry, other people who have had better opportunities than you, better positions than you, better chances than you, did not try to do what you did, or they did not try to put in the effort that you did for your life, so that you can grow. The same way that you try to do it, they're not trying to do that. So that's the reason why it's more of a special moment. That's why it's more important. That's why it's more of a greater opportunity for you than it is for them because even if they were to do the same thing that you were doing, they would still be miles behind because they're still in a mindset of right now that what you're doing is crazy. I always speak about positive delusionality. You see, they say being delusional. You're delusional. You're delusional. There's a difference of being positively delusional and negatively delusional, I believe. And I'm not a doctor. I'm not any type of medical professional. I'm in school, but I'm not saying I'm giving you medical advice. So if you believe that you need medical help, you head over to the medical professionals. But if you're looking to grow spiritually, this is where you need to be. So I say positive delusionality and negative delusionality. These are more frequencies. So if you're on a positive delusionality frequency, these are things that you could manifest. It's like you're manifesting a better future. You're manifesting things that are um not out of the ordinary, not things that you wouldn't see anybody doing. It's just that you haven't done it or you haven't seen anybody you know do it. Like say if you say, "Oh yeah, I want to be a firefighter." That's actually not like too out of this world to say. Like you can become a firefighter at any time. It's just the fact that people believe that if you just say out of the ordinary that you want to do something, that that's crazy. That's not even on brand. That's not who you are. But it is who you are. It is who you are, but you're just not feeling comfortable to share that because you're around other people. So you can choose to do whatever you want in your life at any point in time. Just the same way as I decided to write a book, a girl who has just been working at a pizza place all her life, damn near, wrote a book. Yeah, because it's more than just writing a book. It's more than just me working at a pizza place. It's more than that. It's actually the fact that you take the time to actually use the things that you have to grow so that you can get to the next level so that you can leave the other stuff behind. Every single time you take a step to grow, you get to another position where you can let stuff go and you can let new into your life. You can let go of things that are no longer aligned with who you are. Yes, you have to go through moments where you have to do things that you don't want to do. And I'm not saying things that you don't want to do morally. I'm talking about things that you don't want to do, yeah, in your life that, okay, yeah, like you don't want to have to work like every single day, or you don't want to have to do this in order to do that. Like, but there's a point in time where you understand that if you work towards something, you will achieve it. So it's not that you're going to be staying in that position forever. It's that you're building, you're growing, you're creating a foundation. It's so that you can overcome, so that after you leave this position, you can grow to another position so that you can do better, or you can achieve more, or you can have more, or you can get what you want, whatever it is. It's just the fact that you have to be intentional with who you are, because the other people around you, they're only going to say, hey, you're doing this and that doesn't really align with who I am. So I don't know if that's right. I don't know if that exactly. You hear all that. That's how it sounds when you're on a higher frequency. And when you're on a higher frequency, people will try to bring you down, like I said before. With that membrane. You feel me? You know, it's like when that episode of SpongeBob, right? You know, in that episode of SpongeBob when they're talking into the bubble and the bubble's just getting bigger, and it's like speaking all this negativity with his stanky breath. It's like da da da. So he's talking to the bubble, and the bubble's just getting bigger. Imagine people just speaking negativity, and the bubble's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's coming closer. And you're just like, bubbles getting closer and closer. And you're like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Bubble splash thing ruined your whole mood. Ruined your whole vibe. You can't let that happen. You can't let that happen. You have to make sure that you are putting yourself in positions where you're not going to feel like your energy is being bought down. And sometimes we have no choice. Sometimes, for the time being, we have to stay in those positions. Sometimes we have to be in those positions for a little bit. But that's why boundaries are important. Boundaries, 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 boundaries. Boundaries are extremely important, because when you have boundaries, then it's harder for people to actually get through to those parts of you that they're really trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? Because people can only speak so much negativity, but if you already have boundaries, which is like a little shield, then it's like, okay, yeah, you threw that at me, but it really didn't touch my clothes. It didn't make my clothes dirty. It didn't make me dirty. It didn't make me stink. I'm still happy. I'm still good. I'm still in a good mood. I'm still living my life like it's golden. 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 Hey, hey. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like exactly. You're still gonna be doing that. So what is the what? Like what does that matter? What does that matter? What does it matter what they're talking about? Because it doesn't affect you. It doesn't bring you down. It doesn't put you in any type of position that's going to make you feel like maybe what I'm doing is not correct for me. No, they're just going to be actually displaying that they got stanky breath. Ooh, now everybody knows your breath stank. Oh, they everybody knows you got bad vibes. Ooh, bad energy. Exactly. Let people expose themselves. When you stay living your life like it's golden, living your life like it's golden, living your life like it's golden, living your life like it's golden. I think you guys should all follow me on my social media platforms, Kas the Bestie. That's KASTHEBESTIE. I'm on Patreon, I'm on YouTube, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, all of the above. I'm on all those platforms. So make sure that you guys follow me, subscribe to me, like the video, like this, and leave a comment, leave some hearts down below. If you caught this on the recap, leave a K in the chat. Yeah. Because honestly, it feels good to know that you guys are one on getting this information, but also able to take it in and that you've made it this far. So, don't ever feel afraid or feel like you can't reach out. And also, I am giving free advice out for you guys. So if you want to get your question featured on the next live, send me an email at info@castthebestie.com. That's info, at castthebestie.com. And I will read it, whether you want it anonymously or not anonymously. I will read it for you and I will give you my intuitive advice for you guys. And also, if you're ready to book your emergency meeting, if you're ready to break down those walls, get through anything that's stopping you from moving towards your highest potential, head over to my website, kasthebestie.com, and go to the services page and then click emergency meeting. We can set up that emergency meeting and then we can have an hour-long session where we can break down anything that's keeping you stuck. Also, in addition to that, you have the ability to email me at info@castthebestie so that you can set up your own consultation. If you don't know if my services are for you, that's okay. If you go over to castthebestie.com, send me that email. I'll be able to let you know what services I have and how I can help you. And maybe even you might be able to do good with just my book that I'm putting out so that you can have that right there. And inside of that book, like I said, there's some gems, there's some free access goodies, things that are not going to be published live or published in front of other people. That's a little, little gem. So that when you go, you're like, I wonder what it is. I wonder what it is. I'm giving out the freebies. I'm giving out freebies. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, because honestly, this is not my information to keep. If I was to sit here and live my life and have the information I have and just not give it or just to keep it in within me or just to gatekeep it or only funnel it to people who I feel like are worthy, I would feel like I would be doing a disservice. I feel like people choose what they want out of their life. And if you want to grow, if you want to have balance in your life, you're going to go and get my book. That's just it. And if not, that's okay. You don't have to, but that's all I'm it's like I just put the opportunity out there. If you want the opportunity to grow, that's on you. If you don't want the opportunity to grow, then that's also on you. We all make our own decisions. Like I said, I actually said in my TikTok earlier, here you can go and seek out spiritual advice, you can seek out spiritual guidance, but ultimately the decision and what happens in the future is going to rely on the actions that you choose to take, whether you choose to succumb to your circumstances or whether you choose to fight through it, whether you choose to do what is unexpected of you, which is a lot of the time people count you out. People will count people out, but you want to know something? It's for a reason. It is for a reason. If they don't count you out, how else are you going to have that story that people that you could say, dun 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 dun. My time is up. My time is now. Now you can't see me. My time is now. Now. Like, how you want to have that moment if you don't have that story where people even doubted you? Like, it's gonna be like, oh, I was giving everything easy. Like it was easy. This was easy. Easy, easy, easy. No, I don't know. I don't know about y'all, but for me, this was never easy. It was never easy. It was never easy. But that's because I have a different path than you guys. I have a different path. And I'm okay with that. I chose my path before I even got here. I chose my path because I knew that I would be able to help people because I was working with God this whole time since the beginning. Since the beginning. Since I was a jit. So with this information, I've been able to actually become myself in my full, full extravagantness. And while I say yes, extravagantness, I believe that each and every one of you guys are extravagant as well. It's you have to have that confidence with yourself. Have that confidence. Know yourself. Feel yourself. Know that you are that person. You are that girl. You are that guy. You are him. You are her. You are the one. And your life is going to turn out the way that you want it as long as you focus on what's important to you. And if you focus on what's important to you, it'll help guide you on the direction that's going to help you. But if you need help along that path, like I said, you're in the morning. I think I'm gonna post this in the morning. You know what? I think I think I'm gonna post this in the morning, but probably at 7:17 a.m. because it's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. I know next year is gonna be an even better year because I was born in 1997, right? I was born in 1997. My birthday is 7/17/97. That's 777 right there. 777. Next year it's gonna be 777 again. 30 years since it's been 777. Next year will be 30. I honestly, I'm really excited, but this year, oh, I just know it's gonna be so amazing. I know it's gonna be beautiful. I know it's going to be blessings. Honestly, I just want to say, like, I thank God every single day. I thank God. Thank God. I thank my ancestors. I thank my spirit team. I thank my I thank everybody in the universe. But mostly I thank God. My answer is the most highlight, obviously, because I'm like, no, we not doubling the dark side, my baby. But I thank them for just helping me see the way, helping me see what's important to me, helping me guide me, show me people that will help me along my journey, and then also help me figure out who I am and help me actually get in touch with my gifts and help me build myself up. I literally say thank you so much. I thank God every single day for no weapon ever forming against me ever prospering. I thank God that every single day I get up, I have the moves that I can make so that I can flourish and I can be the best version of myself. And I ultimately thank God because God brought me here so that I can help everybody else, so that the world is not so bad. Because it feels like half of the time that the world, people are just so insensitive. They don't care. People don't worry about what other people are going through or what other people are dealing with. And yes, everybody's going through things at the same time, but we all should be able to have that compassion. And like I mentioned in the beginning, grace, so that we can all be able to live and coexist with each other on this plane and actually have a good experience. The more people get in touch with their truth, the more people get in touch with who they are, the better the world will be because there will be less deception within people's own self, within people's own vessel. Because when you deceive yourself, you deceive everybody else around you because then you're not being authentic, you're not being who you are, you're not being what you meant to be. And that's also that's taking away from the natural balance because imagine in this moment there's a spot that you're supposed to be in because because you are focused on yourself, I'm sorry, but wow, but because you're not focused on yourself, because you're focused on other people, you get stuck, you get put in a position where you're not playing your position. And then eventually, somebody has to play that position. Even though that position is meant for you, somebody else has to play that position until you decide that you're ready to actually step into your own shoes, that you're ready to actually walk the path that you're meant to walk, till you're confident enough and understand that you have the ability to achieve anything you want to achieve. And then, until only then, will the spot be taken. Because it's like when you let somebody have something, then they have no choice but to live in that position. It's like you could be doing something, but because you don't feel right in the moment to do it, you don't do it. So always do what feels right to you, even if it feels like you don't understand why it feels right. Because a lot of the times you will be having to do things because it's going to be setting you up for something else that's going to be greater, something that's going to be amazing, something that's going to be beautiful, something that's going to make you happy. That all comes from focusing on yourself and loving yourself and making sure that you're in balance. And like I said, if you need that balance, the Kas the Bestie presents High Vibe Survival Guide is going to be the one for you. It's a journey to balance for sensitive souls. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me tonight. I'm about to get off, but before we get off, we're gonna have a little dance. We're gonna have a little dance. Bring the music back, bring the music back, bring the music back. Hold on. This is not the music. This is not the music. Ew, advertisement. That's kind of crazy. Okay, let me turn it down. Wait. It's me just playing it for me. Like, I didn't know it was just gonna keep playing the sound, but I think if I talk through it. Did you hear how fast I was talking? I was talking so fast. I was like, I thought I was a part of the commercial for a second. Ay, Dios mío. Ay, Dios mío. Yeah, we got one more. We got one more commercial left. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And like I said again, thank you guys so much for tapping in with me. Subscribe. follow me on Twitch. If you're watching right now, follow me. I love you guys so much. And we got 3 seconds until we start this party because it's my birthday. 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 It's it's my it's my birthday. I wonder, is this like one of the stream? Yeah, I don't think that was one of them. Please don't kick me off. It's my birthday. You guys think I should do a little rap? See, it's my birthday and I'm singing from my soul. I do it every day because I come and put it on. They can see me and I'm flashing in these skies. Yeah, I'm on. They just want to come see me like I'm putting on the dawn. Yeah, they see me put it on. They can see me like a song. They want to get up in me because they know I've been up on. I know everything that I want is just a toy. Because everybody want to get with me. I know they bored. Yeah, I'm maxing, relaxing. Yeah, it's Kas the Bestie. I know I can't trash it. They wanna see me, yeah, baby, just relax it. Cause I got more content for the vaccine. Yeah, more content for you. Had to Kas the Bestie, do what you do. Yeah, I'm out here, all platforms. You gotta see me, yeah, all platforms. I'm on platforms. It's my birthday, go show some love. Give me love on there. Purple hearts. Purple hearts. Nothing less. Nothing less. Okay, I'm done. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm gonna go to sleep. Like, I need to go to sleep, but I don't know if I'm gonna go to sleep. I know I'm excited. I'm too excited for you guys right now. I need to chill out. But like, we're having fun tonight. We're having fun. It doesn't matter. Like I said, it doesn't matter what people think about you. Live your life to the fullest. Do what you feel is right. You could be silly. You could be fun. You could be serious. You could be stern. You could be assertive. But just be you. Just be you. Thank you guys so much. It's been your girl, Kas the Bestie. I actually will probably be on another time this weekend because it's Friday now. And like I said, it's my birthday. Have a great night. I love you all.